We'll give you a hug because we love ya.
Chelsea Gilbert coming to you live here today with the Huggable Huddle. We're featuring dreamers and achievers. Today we have Jim Gilbert himself, the Huggable car dealer. Jim, what gets you up in the morning? What are you doing?
What gets me up in the morning, it's really just the thrill, the fun, the excitement. I remember I used to say, I got to get up today just to see what's going to happen today. Because when you're an entrepreneur, nothing's promised, nothing's guaranteed. We don't even know we're going to have a paycheck at the end of the week. And you know, you get up, you smile, you love it, you do what you want to do. And I can tell you, Chelsea, I got a wonderful daughter, great son Alex, beautiful wife. But I'll tell you, there's many days that when you was younger, I can remember, you know, me and your mother were starting wheels and deals and working 20-hour days. And there was actually days on Fridays that we couldn't take a paycheck because we had to pay all our bills and look after customers first. And you know, you'd go in the back room, you'd shake your head, you'd wonder like why, and then somebody come in the door, buy a car, and your whole life would be all excited again. You'd get going, and it just, the excitement, the thrill of just doing it and knowing that you're doing it. You're not relying on other people. You're not asking for handouts. You're not nothing. You get up in the morning and you do it, and you do it for yourself. You do it for your kids. You do it for your family. You do it for your community. You do it for the bank and the tax man too. But hey, and you just gotta love it. You gotta love what you do and do what you love.
There you go. You know, you started selling your own used cars, because you were selling cars before. You're starting your own used cars in 1979. You started with one car. You've created up to, you know, you're sitting on 7 to 10 acres, 150 cars, 27 employees. You know, not a lot of people can grow a business that size. They might have started with one car and, you know, stopped at 15, 20, and, you know, they would have had a great life, but, you know, what kept you going to create it more? What was the turning point? Well,
you know, Chelsea, like we started Wheels and Deals in '79. Your Uncle Rod, Sealy, and me, and we were partners for the first 5 or 6 years. A good partnership. Roddy's a fantastic person. But in 1985, I wanted to come to town. I wanted to grow, and I had it was in me. Like, my father and mother are great people. They provided. Dad was in the Canadian Army, you know, so we were fed, and we always had clothes and a roof overhead. But I also saw Dad and Mom, you know, like Dad would go to work every day for a salary, and Mom would, she would take part-time jobs when we needed money, and you know, so I watched that, and that's not really what I wanted for me. I didn't want that. I wanted to go out there and build something and grow something and be part of something. And you know, being part of the Canadian Army is a great thing, but I want to be part of something that I made. So in 1985, when me and Roddy went our separate ways, and he kept our business at Wheels in Durham Bridge, and I moved to town, it wasn't easy, you know, like we started one car, and your mother, she left her great job at the government and a pension to come be my bookkeeper and keep me out of problems and keep me straight and narrow. And you know, we went along a lot of years. We did what everybody else was doing. You know, you see what everybody's doing in your own business. You got these blinders on, and oh, he's got 10 cars, I got 10 cars. Oh, he's got 12 cars, I got 12 cars. Oh, he said this, and you really get fixated on your own little world, and that's where you are, and then we all, oh, it's something's wrong, let's blame the government, oh, it's the weather, oh, it's this, oh, they took out too much money, oh, they give this guy money, they didn't give me money, the roads are bad, you know, the train's late for Boston. We all get into this complaining mode and whining mode, and we want, give me, and all of a sudden one day, a man came in and he gave me a cassette tape, a Zig Ziglar cassette tape. And I listened to that tape, and it was a series, and I listened to each and every one of them. And I listened to them hard, and then I got thinking, hey, you know, he was changing the way I thought. And it was, you know, Zig said, you know, if it's going to be, you got to go and do it for yourself. Like, you know, the Nile's a river in Egypt. Like, you got to, you know, like Zig told his story about he was on the street corner whining about the world, but he, you know, you just one day you say, hey, I'm going to grab my own bootlaces, you pack your problems in your bag, and you say, I'm going to move forward. And when we listened to that, and you know, it was great, then we had this stuff, this self-help stuff was just coming out. You know, so we was on the front end of listening to it, and the Tony Robinsons, and of course Ziggs and Les Browns, and they was coming out, and you got listening to people. And as I was listening to people, I was changing the way I thought. And it was funny, the more I thought it was up to me, it's going to be, the more things were happening positive. Like, you know, we investing back in Wheels and Deals, we was growing our company, we was really working hard, we was getting some employees, we was learning the ropes. You know, we weren't perfect, but there was a lot of learning, and there was a lot of trial and error. We try this, we try that, but we kept adding on, because Don and I both knew that what we wanted for you was something really great for our family, and we never gave up. And there was a lot of days, let me tell you, that things didn't go our way, and I mean, we would have gave up, but we knew, hey, you know something, there was, I heard a quote the other day about somebody over in thousands of years ago, a king or an emperor went and said to his people, give me a quote that I can live by every day, and they come back with it and said, this too shall pass. So every time that something not right came to us, it was this too shall pass. But you know what I learned? The more you could smile, the more you could move on, the quicker it passed. You know, it was self going. And so we grew our business. We went from 20 cars, and we said, hey, we don't care what the other car dealers are doing. We're going to do it this way. We're going to get better cars. We're going to have warranty on the cars. We're going to have a staff to look after people. We're going to have a great staff to look after customers. And we invested in our staff. We invested in our buildings. We just, all our money went back in there. You know, we still was eating craft dinner, but we was investing in buildings. And craft dinner is good for you. And so we just kept growing and growing. And in 2005, the Chamber of Commerce gave us the Small Business Excellence Award of the Year. And I'm going to tell you, when you get one of them awards, it changes your whole mindset, because then you know you reach a level that, hey, people are looking at you and people think you're doing good. And that made us go to another level of, you know, we had to do it even more right and even more better. And that, you know, it's a lot of work, and we did that work. And you know, I'm so proud, because we did it. When I say ourselves, we did it ourselves with our team at Wheels and Deals. And now we went from a small little building that we rented from the city to a building on another car dealer's car lot. That was very nice of him to let us be there. We worked with him. Then we built our own building on St. Mary Street. You know, we was one of the leaders on St. Mary Street to help that street grow. Like, you know, when we first built those buildings on St. Mary Street, our business, it wasn't like it is now. Like, there was no traffic. There was, you know, a lot of rundown places. And then we built another business on St. Mary Street, another building. We grew and grew. And we was very excited that, you know, we had other car dealers that all of a sudden started copying us. And when they're copying you, you know you're doing it right. So we worked hard, and we kept investing, and you know, competition is great. You've got to have competition, Chelsea. A lot of people don't understand. To grow a business, you've got to have competition. And the stronger the competition, the more it pushes you. And if you're a good, successful business, you're going to keep rising to the occasion. So it's been quite a ride, and it's not going to end. And even today, I'm 60 years old. I suddenly tried to retire. I failed at that. And I just love doing what I'm doing. I love that you and my son Alex has taken over, your brother, and I'm guiding you guys through it and mentoring you and doing our marketing. And we got fantastic. We built, you guys helped us too. We built a fantastic team at Wheels and Deals, and it's just so exciting to get up in the morning and say, oh, what are we going to do today?
Well, it's definitely a different way of looking at everything. You know, the perseverance to keep going and being positive, and you know, just that You know, he said take the blinders off that one little thing. You know, he could have took the Zig Ziglar tape and threw it in the garbage, which I bet you a lot of people, that guy was trying to sell something and you probably couldn't afford it. He gave you one to test it out. And a lot of people probably did just throw it out. And, you know, there's lots of stuff out there. And sometimes I think people are almost worried to go download the books or, you know, read them. Or you don't even have to read them now. They're all on iPods. Now you don't even have to read, you know, continue to this day, because I know you still continued growth. You still continue to grow. Like, you know, some people might learn something. Like, what do you do every day, I guess, for your continued growth?
I turned 60 years old this year. I started my own business. I was 22. And even today, I'm learning more today at 60 than I learned at 40. I learned more at 50 than I learned at 40. I learned more at 60 than 50. And now I'm learning HubSpot. I'm learning social media. I'm learning Bluefish with Facebook. We're learning HubSpot, I said, Hootsuite, all the different marketing. Like, there's more to know now around the business. Like, I really, there's so much to know now to run a business. One person can't do it all no more. Like, when I started, there's fewer regulations, there's fewer rules. It was a lot simpler, but now, like, it's really mind-boggling, and there's reasons for it. But I get up every day, I learn more, I go to bed at night, I read, I look for more ideas, I try to share them with you guys. You guys are in, Chelsea and I both are into a tech group called, into a group called Tech, where we listen to the greatest speaker in the world come in once a month and train us. We do a lot of self-help. Like, there's so much out there. Like, you know, you can go on YouTube and Google anything, and I encourage everybody out there to go on and you know, when you go to work and you work somewhere 10 years and somebody says I had 10 years experience, like, do you have 10 years experience or do you have 1 year experience 10 times? So it's up to employees and everybody to better themselves every day, because you can't keep saying, like, you can't look at the ground and say, give me feed. The ground says, give me seed, then I will give you feed. So you got to feed yourself, and you got to, you know, even at Wheels and Deals, I keep learning every day, and I plan on learning to the day that you guys put me in the ground. But I hope our employees, all of them, are learning. And then even if some learn so much they advance beyond us, if we help them, as we're just part of that journey where the training from us was here and then they moved on to be better, that's even greater. But, you know, everybody should look at themselves every morning and say, okay, you know, what can I learn to make my job better today, to make myself more valuable today, and to get more value for what I'm doing. It shouldn't be a demand, it's you should contribute. Like, and we got to get out of our own way that way. We you know, people got to get out of their own way, and business got to get out of their own way, and they got to get out there and see more than that little round or little square box. You got to get out on the edges and see how other people are doing and what other people are doing, what other business are doing. And, like, do it the IKEA way. Like, you see something that you like, steal it with pride. Like, if you see stuff at Wheels and Deals, use it. You know, if you're a competing business, you might not be able to give me credit, but if you're not a competing business, you can. But, you know, like, and we're here as a business in Fredericton. We're here to, if anybody has advice, I get calls actually, probably once or twice a week from other businesses, and I tell them what I would do. I'm not, don't know if it's the right thing, but I tell them what I would do, and they do it. It works out usually.
What would be something to, I guess, anyone just trying to better themselves, or anyone starting a business, or, you know, sometimes businesses, you know, the first, it takes 20 years to make your first real dollar kind of thing. What would be a point of knowledge, or, you know, something you could get in for they could maybe live by, or something that, you know, really, like, took on for you to keep going, or just, you know, everyone's got that little thing they were told, aha moment.
Well, every overnight success is 20 years in the making, and that's a fact. Now, I will say, with the online training and the internet and our social media and our personal devices, I actually think we brought the 20 years now to 10. So I think it's every successful business. I can safely say in 2017, every successful business will be 10 years in the making. But you gotta do more than work in your business. You gotta work at your business. So to be successful, you gotta go home at night and learn more about your business. You know, yes, every day, you know, we're in this university of hard knocks and bangs, and we're learning, it's coming fast. But when you gotta get away from your university of hard knocks and quick learning, and then really learn elsewhere. You gotta go for others for advice. You gotta attend seminars. You gotta get on that YouTube. Everything's right there in YouTube. And you gotta invest in yourself. Like even businesses and even people that want to better themselves, they say, you know, successful business people will reinvest about 3% of their income back in themselves. And Harvard did a study that those 3% actually make up for about 80% of the money being made. So, you know, when you're investing in yourself at the start, it might not look like nobody's noticing, but they are noticing. But you'll notice yourself the more you make yourself better. So, you know, if you're starting off in business, you know, you gotta be willing. It's 24/7. And now I'm 60 years old, 37 years later, and it's still 24/7, and I still love it. And you gotta love what you do.
I think that's a good one, and I think there's a good out there, and I think a lot of businesses will help people. I mean, you know, you might be in competition with someone, and maybe the person right down the road might not want to help you, but you know, New Brunswick's a small place, but a big place. I've gone down. We have big hearts. Yeah, you know, I personally have gone down to 2 dealerships in St. John, and they're, you know, the presidents, the general managers have taken me on for a day to help me learn and grow. You know, we're in competition, but we're far enough away that, and it's, you know, you can see a good business and a business that's growing and works hard and tries hard will always help someone out. They're not scared because they're going to keep growing no matter who's coming after them. So I think that's, you know, as you get going in business, don't be scared to ask someone, you know, or if you see something to do, and people will give you a lot more probably knowledge than you should, but they will help you continue to grow.
Yes, they will.
Well, Jim, I want to thank you for coming out to the Huggable Huddle. I want to thank all the viewers. Have a great day.
And Chelsea, I'd like to thank you, your brother, and your mother. Without them, I wouldn't be here today. Or without us, I wouldn't be here today. But whatever, we're all in it together, and we're loving it all. Thank you.